Have you ever wondered how old the concept of invoicing is? Invoices go further back than you might think. The first recorded mention of an invoice dates back to ancient Mesopotamia. That's right, thousands of years ago, Mesopotamian tradespeople used clay tablets to manage various transactions and debt obligations. Fortunately, a lot has changed since then. Nowadays, you don't need to collect piles of heavy tablets, or even piles of paper, thanks to digitized solutions for tracking financial documents. Even though invoicing is simpler now, it's still possible to face some issues, such as human-caused errors or high processing costs. But don't worry, there are solutions for everything. Well-designed invoice management will help you cope with any difficulties. Let's delve into this subject more. Invoice management is the method by which companies track and pay supplier invoices. To keep your business running, you need to provide your colleagues with the required goods or services. And invoice management acts as a sort of guardian of order. In simple terms, invoice management is a step-by-step plan to accomplish everything you need for your business to function. This process involves getting an invoice, recording the data, noting the transaction in company records, paying for services, validating and verifying the invoice. Of course, invoice management helps you keep everything in order, but it also allows you to regulate the company's payment process, speed up the billing and collection process, save time on data entry and prevent human error, avoid penalties and take advantage of early payment discounts. Now that the benefits of invoice management are clear, you most likely want to learn more about how it works. Generally, the invoice management process includes 4 basic steps. Once your suppliers complete their work, provide services, or deliver products, they send invoices to the party responsible for them in your company. Usually, invoices go to the accounts payable, finance, or accounting department. Invoice documents must include date the supplier sent the invoice, contact information for both the supplier and the buyer, purchase details, payment details. After an invoice is received, a dedicated person should check all details and enter them into the payment system either manually or using specific software. Make a copy or digital version of the invoice to eliminate possible risks. It will be your lifeline in case of discrepancies or if suppliers attempt to request extra payment. Before making a payment, it's essential to send the invoice for final approval. Depending on the business size, 2 or 3 executives may have the authority to approve invoices. The last step in this pipeline is submitting a payment. As soon as the invoice is checked and verified, it should be sent to the correct person or department to get it paid. Voila! You have the required product or service and your supplier receives money. Both parties are happy. Understanding the invoice management process is already great, but knowing best practices for setting it up can bump your productivity even further. Since slow invoice payments can significantly impact your budget, damage your reputation among suppliers, and affect your ability to grow, it's important to set up an efficient process that ensures timely and accurate payments. Let's figure out how you can achieve this. Always track what needs to be paid and when. Set up types and priorities for your bills to ensure you pay the cards with the highest interest first. This way, you'll never spoil your relationship with suppliers and you'll save money in the long run. Analyze the complexity and accuracy of your approval process to prevent errors or late payments. Identify bottlenecks. Centralize and standardize processing and reporting throughout the organization. Dealing with money requires additional scrupulousness, as there's always the possibility of fraud. To prevent such risks, accounts payable automation may come in handy. With a more thorough approval tracking system, a precise audit trail, and a real-time display of each invoice's status, you get internal control over the process. Monitor your supplier's performance, check that everything has been done correctly, and track any discrepancies in the invoices to prevent cash flow problems for your business. By doing so, you'll be able to preserve good relationships with suppliers, maintain your cash flow at the proper level, keep your books in order. Automation is a must in our world, and it's not only about making your life easier. Automation also increases company efficiency overall. By saying no to paper invoices, you'll increase the invoice route transparency, improve relationships with suppliers, simplify your procurement process, boost employee productivity, save time and money. With an automation tool like Procoro, you'll finally be able to sigh with relief and get down to more important matters for your business. Our cloud-based platform aims to reduce administrative headaches, lower costs, and increase your business productivity. We help companies reduce invoice processing time. While processing manual invoices typically takes around 20 days, Procoro allows you to cut this time to 3 to 4 days. Minimize invoice processing errors. While manual invoice processing can result in duplicated payments or even loss of invoices, Procoro reduces the time required to correct billing errors and even reduces the number of checks that need to be reissued. Increase productivity. Using Procoro, your accounts payable team will be able to process invoices faster and more accurately than if you relied solely on data entry services. Collect data and get better insights. You'll also always be aware of your current invoice's state. Group your payments or invoices to save on costs. Simplify the invoice management process to pay vendors faster and easier. Achieve full control and transparency. Procoro makes it easy to keep track of invoices, get better control over the billing process, and set up payment reminder notices or follow-ups in your system. Procoro is a fully customizable platform to optimize your procurement and spend management operations. Let's take a closer look at how it works in the context of invoice management. Procoro offers functions for each stage of efficient invoice management. Create invoices from scratch or generate them from an existing purchase order. Extract invoices from various sources, such as emails, forms, etc., if needed. Automate regular payments and forecast the spending pipeline with recurring invoices. Reduce time spent on the invoice approval process by 95%. Set as many steps as you want. Get smart notifications and customize the approval workflow to your liking. Review the complete approval history and audit trail stored in the system for better visibility. Create custom invoice reports or benefit from the platform's auto-generated reports to know exactly how much you spent and which suppliers you chose. Filter reports by status, date, requester, budget, and more. Integrate your documents with accounting systems to reduce manual entry of invoices. Establish better communication between accounting and purchasing departments, and gain control over your spending pipeline. Ready to transform your invoice management process with Procoro? Sign up for a free 14-day trial or book a demo on our website to try all benefits of the automated solution.